Stamping Tea here, welcome to my craft room. Today I have a little bit of a confession to share with you. I've had the Hearth Home Framelit dies from Stampin Up in my collection for a little while now, but never been quite sure exactly what I wanted to make with them. I've seen some gorgeous cards out there, but I knew that they could do something a little bit extra special. So this past weekend, my daughter came to me with a Christmas candle that she wanted boxed up. And I thought that the Hearth Home Framelit dies would make a perfect little window in a box so that you could see the gorgeous sparkly candle. I'm going to share with you today in this tutorial how I put this box together, the dimensions that you need, the supplies that you need, and also a little extra tip about how to make sure that whatever you're putting in these boxes is framed gorgeously in that window. So you don't need too many tools. It's a really simple one, but very excited to share with you. So come on, let's get cracking. Okay guys, this is really simple. You don't need too much at all to make this gorgeous box. So you do need your Hearth Home Framelit dies, which are these ones here. You need them in two places, one to make the hole in the front of the box and then secondly when you go to decorate them. So we'll put them to the side for now. But essentially you just need one piece of cardstock of your choice, 12 inches by 8.5 inches. Now there is some scoring that we have to do, so I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. But on my first box that I just showed you, I didn't do any stamping or decoration. For this box I actually wanted to do a little bit of stamping. I've used the Timeless Textures to just stamp up a little bit of grid pattern onto my cardstock. I'd recommend you stamp before you score because it's much easier and you get a better result. So I'll bring the scoreboard in and I'll flip it over on the uninked side to go through this. So we're going to firstly place it in on with the 12-inch side right across the top here, and you're going to put some score lines in at 2 7/8 of an inch, so along here, and it's just the one tick before the 3-inch mark. Then you're going to score at 5 3/4, 8 5/8, which is just the one tick past that 8.5. And then the final score mark on this one is at 11.5 inches. Okay, so with that all done, then you're going to turn your paper 90 degrees and you're going to put 2 more score lines in. You're going to score once at 1 3/4, and then you're going to score at 6 1/4. So there. Now there are some cuts that you need to make in this one. So the 1 3/8 inch score line, that's basically the bottom of your box. The larger panel, that's the top of your box. So I'll go ahead and we'll create the bottom of the box first. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go along, and I like to keep this side seam sort of towards the back of my box. So I make that my side, that my front, that my side, that my back. So knowing that this is going to be my side panel, I come in just a little bit shy of the score line, and this is my joining seam here, so I just cut that one on an angle like that. Then I go along here and I angle this one in a little bit because I do know it's my side panel. So then once you've cut the bottom, turn it to the side and finish off this side tab by cutting in like that. And then lastly, you can cut away this small overhanging edge here. So we don't need that one. Now to create your tops, you can really do that however you like, but I do like to use the gift bag punch board from Stampin Up. It makes it really, really easy. So I'll pop it in here, and basically we're just going to use the line here to create the scallop edges on the top of my gift box. You don't have to do this. You could just easily go ahead and round your corners. And I'm just lining it up with every single seam, punching down. And just to make sure I've got really nice little edges, I just give that a little follow through trim because it is a bit of a longer top than is normal with the gift bag punch board. So I just come in and tidy those V's up just a little bit. Okay, so now that I have punched all the tops, cut the bottom, cut the side, what I'm going to do is, I said to you that this would be my side panel, then this would be my front panel, side panel, back panel. So these back and front panels at the top, I'm just going to go ahead and use the gift bag punch board again, and this time at this end here, and place a couple of holes to thread my ribbon. Now you could use a staple at the top, you could use a paper clip, one of our Stampin' Up paper clips, whatever you really, really like. I'm going to have to turn it this way because you just want it halfway and it gives you a couple of little holes, but I just find this is a really neat way to tie it off. Okay, so that's all the prep work that we need to get that all done. Now the last thing we've got to do is place our hole in the front for our window. So what you'll need is you'll need the framelit and you'll need a pencil. So I do this on the front, so I'm going to flip this over. So remember, this is the front of our bag here now. So I'm just going to place the window, center it on the front of my panel here, making sure there's sort of even top and bottom. And when I'm sort of happy that that's good enough, I just get my pencil and I just mark those 4 window edges like that. Take my framelit off. And then all I'm going to do is use my scissors to roughly cut just on the outside of that mark. Now be careful when you pop your scissors in. Now I just make a couple of diagonal lines to give me some space, and then I cut around the square border. So that's essentially it, guys. You don't have to be really neat. You don't have to be super precise. You can see I've just cut around that. The reason is that we're covering with the lovely window on the outside, and on the inside, no one should be able to see inside. Now for this one, here that I made, you can put your fingers straight through the box. There's no acetate in there, but that's because it's got a candle in. This treat box, I actually want to put some lollies in it. So there's one more thing that I will do before I assemble this box, and that's on the inside. I've just got a little plain piece of our Stampin' Up window sheet that I'm just going to pop on the inside of the box so that the treats don't fall out through the window. So I'm just grabbing out some glue dots. I'm going to put one in each corner and attach that to the back of the window. Alright, so it's as simple as that to attach your window sheet at the back. Now we can fold along all of these score lines. So that's basically everything folded along. There's a couple of places that we need to put some adhesive to put this together. So on the outside here, I use fast fuse. So you're just going to put some fast fuse or some tear and tape, whatever you like to use, down this side trim here. And you're going to fold it closed, and these should line up. So that's that, you're basically your box assembled. And then what you're going to do is, I like to have the front of my box as the last panel. So down here, I'm going to fold the 2 side pieces in. They're the pieces that are a bit tapered. And I'm going to throw the back in, and then I'm going to fold the front down to finish it. So all I really need is the 2 pieces of fast fuse, one on this edge from the back first. Oops, I forgot to tick it off. One on the back edge. There. And then the second one on the front edge. Like that. And you're just going to fold that down so it's nice and square. Come from the inside and just give that a bit of a tap down. And essentially now you've just got the closures there. Now this one here, and I should have told you to do this at the start and I always forget to do it. On these top edges here, I just bring my score tray back in. It's a bit silly doing it at the end, but if you remember at the start before you start, you're just going to score these at 1/2 inch along here. But like you can see, if like me, you're actually it's not a half, sorry, it's 5/8 of an inch. It's just the one past the 1/2 inch mark. If you're like me and have forgotten to do it, you can see it's relatively easy just to push those out of the way, and you just want to go the 1 tick past the 1/2 there. But if you can remember to do it when it's all nice and flat, then that's good. So really all you're going to do to make the closure on this one is fold those in, and then I take my bone folder and I give these little side pieces a bit of a curl to give them a little bit of volume, and then I use that score line to fold back on so they've got a nice little neat thing at the top. Kind of gives it a bit of a milk cartony sort of look, which I really, really like. So I am going to decorate this one, and all you need is I've cut out some Tip Top Taupe with the actual window, and then I've cut out the little edge, and I've put some little succulents in that flower box from the Basket of Wishes stamp set. So this is really easy to attach. You're just going to get your Tombow multi-purpose adhesive, or you can use your fine tip glue pen, whatever works best for you, but I'm just going to use a bit of Tombow to glue this down. You don't want to put anything on the crosses there, so you just pick this up, and you'll see that because you've marked it a little bit wider and cut a little bit wider than your frame, you've got a bit of... Now if you don't have a bit of wriggle room, which I obviously didn't cut it big enough, just make sure you keep your, if you're going to put your flower box ledge in like I am, you can keep the extra hanging down there, and you can hide it with your flower box, which I haven't cut enough out. There you go. So then just to cover that down the bottom, just got a couple of dimensionals on the back of this one, like that. Now you'll see this one is a little different to this box here I made, and the reason is that this box has got a false bottom in it. So if I quickly open this up, I'll show you. When you open this box up, the candle comes out, and on the inside, so inside the box that I've just pulled this from, there's a bit of a false bottom. So it's a false bottom made from extra cardstock, so that you'll see I've got a really, really short candle, and if I pop that all the way into the bottom of this box, he only comes halfway up the window and he doesn't look good. So a false bottom helps to pop the candle up a little bit higher. In this one I'm going to fill it with candy, so it doesn't really matter, but you could also put a false bottom in so that you don't have to put as many sweets in. So I will quickly show you how I made this false bottom. It's really easy. It's not meant to be lovely to look at. It's really just got a single purpose of being put inside the box base. And it fits nice and tight, as you can see me struggling to get it out and struggling to get it back in, but it fits really nice and tight in the base, and it's very, very sturdy. So this heavy candle doesn't collapse the base of it, and you can see it's just inside the window there. So to make the false bottom for this one, so you just need a piece of cardstock here that measures 9 3/4 inches by 2 7/8 inches wide, and we're just going to put some score marks in, and you need a second piece that's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So the score marks for this one, there's quite a few on this one, is 7/8, 1 1/2, 2 3/8, 3 1/4, 4, 4 7/8, keeping up, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, 7 3/8, 8 1/4, and then 8 7/8. So there are a lot of score marks on this one, but basically this makes a little platform that is 7/8 of an inch tall. So it's just enough to get you up to below where the window will be seen. So really it's easy to put together. It's about creating these sort of legs. You've got these pieces separated by little valleys that are little legs. So they go just along like that. You've got a little platform, and then a little valley, and then a little platform, and the last leg. So you can sort of see how that comes together. It's just a series of 3 little legs like that, and then the 2 end ones. Again, the easiest way to do this is to go along and put some fast fuse to put them together. So I just put a bit at the top, at the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, and that basically makes them. So I'm just going to go along and I'm just going to squeeze my legs together, there, there, and there. So I've got these 3 little legs that squeeze together on the 2 side pieces. So that basically is all you really need in the box. But I just found that if I just stuck that straight in the bottom, I did get some collapsing of my my little legs. So this little piece here, the 2 7/8 inch piece, I just go right on the edge with my fast fuse. Don't worry if it's over the edge there a little bit. See, it's a bit sticky. Don't worry about that. You can just rub it off your bench top. If you're on a silicone mat, it's even better. Just go right along the edge there. And then I'm just going to put some pieces running down here. It's just so easy to work with. And then I'm just going to put my little legs into the fast fuse. So I'm going to put the first one right along the edge here, like that. Stick my next one down, the next one down, the next one down, and then my last one right along the edge, like that. Give it a squeeze, just like that. So I've made my little, it doesn't have to be super perfect, but I've made my little platform, and that little platform now will pop straight in here, like that, and just push it all the way to the bottom. So now I've got a false bottom in this little box. So I can fill it up with candy, but I don't have to, and you can't see it through the front window there. Now I am going to put some candy in there, but I haven't got any today, but you'll see it on my blog when it's finished. I just want to show you that all you need to do is tie the top. I've just got a little bit of blushing bride ribbon here that I'm going to put through the top. So you can basically, like I said, you don't have to use the holes. You could use one of our beautiful clips, you could staple it, you could just put adhesive on it and glue it together, but I like people to be able to open and close the boxes. So, and I love our Stampin' Up ribbons, so win-win. Now you'll see here too, I've cut a really nice angle to get that all threaded through. I won't finish it, I won't cut it all off until I'm completely done, but I'll tie a nice little bow just to show you that this could be used for birthday, thank you, whatever you're sort of thinking about. Oh, that's a horrible bow. Alright, I will fill it with lollies and I'll put a finished complete picture on my blog. But a sweet little box with or without the platform inside. Same with the nice little Christmas themed one. Really easy box to put together, guys. I hope you enjoy that one and can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye.